Hello everyone, I'm Get Grim, and welcome to Grim's Playtime, back in with another Live Action Friday. So, today, as you might have guessed from the title, I'm doing my top 10 Pokemon, and this is in regards to all generations, excluding any legendaries, because legendaries are a bit overpowered, and if you don't like the legendaries, we can't be friends. So, well, with the exception of, like, those really ugly looking ones, like friggin' Shaman normal form. Sky Shaman's awesome, but Shaman normal form just like a hedgehog. Okay? But I digress. So, today, first off, we got number 10, Raichu. Raichu is a favorite from first gen because, first off, it is really powerful. Well, I don't use it in competitive, but, I do use it. And, well, it always just kind of made me feel a little bit more closer to the anime and stuff, because Ash always used a Pikachu, so first you gotta get the Pikachu, train that up, and you gotta find the Thunderstone to evolve it into Raichu. So, that's one thing. Okay, number 9 would be Haunter. Another favorite from first gen. I have 3 Pokemon from first gen on this list. It's just a good season. I like that, the Pokemon from that one. Of course, most of the list is, of course, from the other gen, so, not my favorite region, but I do enjoy quite a few of them. Anyways, Haunter I always liked because its name just first off sounded awesome, like, Haunter, I'm going to hunt you. And I've always been a fan of Ghost-type Pokemon. Not, my number 1 isn't a Ghost-type, mind you, but I do like Ghost-type Pokemon. Ghost types are my number 1 favorite type, and my number 2 favorite type is Fire. So, a little foreshadowing there for the rest of the list. Anyway, and Haunter was part Poison types, which also made it very good against, like, Grass types and other things. So, normal types don't got much on it, and so then the Poison kicks in, and they just get poisoned, and I completely obliterate them with a Haunter. And that's how that goes out. Then number 8 is Amistar. Praise Helix! And as far as Amistar goes, I have 2 reasons for liking Amistar. Amistar, number 1 is, first off, God, Helix, praise. And then there's, the fact that it is a really good water tank in competitive. I constantly look for an Amistar to trade, but every time I go to the GTS, guess what? They all want legendaries. For a level 1 frickin' Pokemon. It gets irritating, obviously. So, yeah, those are the only real reasons I have for liking Amistar. It's a good tank, Pokemon water tank, and, of course, the Helix thing. I just find that meme to be so funny. Alright, so, number 7 is Sneasel. I don't really know what drew me to Sneasel, but it just always seemed like a real fun Pokemon. Like, it's a dark and ice type, so it's like a ninja, and it's like, basically I just like the way it looked and the way it sounded. It just seemed awesome to me, so that's my reasoning for liking Sneasel. Nothing else really to that. Now, number 6 is Rampardos. By far my favorite fossil Pokemon. I always like those dinosaurs that just sit there and slam their heads into things, because it just seems so badass, because it's like, I will break through a wall with my face, and then I'll use my face to break your face. Your argument is invalid. And then on top of that, it's a really good attacker. Very high attack stats and very powerful. So, all in all, it's like a cool looking tank Pokemon that kind of works well with a lot of my other strategies. Right. Number 5, halfway through, people. So, now we have Gliscor. And it's not one of those Pokemon that I don't really have a real reason for liking it, other than the fact that it looks cool. I've only come across one when I'm playing competitive, and it went down pretty easily, so I don't think they aren't all that great with competitive, at least not as far as my strategies goes. maybe if I train one up with better IVs and a decent moveset, but I don't have time to do that, and it just gets tedious and annoying. So that's why I haven't actually gotten a Gliscor trained up, but it is still one of my favorites because it just looks awesome. That and me and my brothers would always make a joke about how in the anime Ash's Gliscor would go Gliscor score. So we started doing the joke that it was like the Gliscor score. Like, it's just fun. It's like a sports team or something. Anyway, number 4. We're going right through this list, aren't we? It's only been like 5 minutes in, and I've already gone through over half the list. Number 4 is Umbreon. If you did not like the evolutions, get out right now. Umbreon has always been my favorite evolution because it's just, first off, it's very powerful. Oh, and very fast on top of that. Because can't talk today. And I've always had a thing for dark types. There goes that again. Ghost, dark types. My favorite types are as follows: Dark, Ghost, Fire, Dark, and then Psychic. Which we're getting to that part later. No, we don't. I don't actually have a Psychic type Pokemon on this list. I just realized. Anyways, but yeah, Umbreon always seems cool because it's like a flashlight and a dog fused into one. But the evolution styles, would you call them dogs? Would you call them like cat things? Put your opinion on that in the comments. That'd be interesting to discuss. But yeah, on top of that, it learns the move Moonlight, which allows you to heal right off the bat in the middle of battle. So it's like if you're playing competitive and you throw it around, you're like, okay, yeah, we'll just one hit you. You survive with way 1 HP, and they're like, heal, and then they have to do that all over again. And if you play it right, you can get Umbreon to be so evasive that they can't land a hit anyway. So by the time they actually manage to whittle down your HP and then you heal, it just makes it all the more devastating to them. I've always liked the Johto Pokemon. The first game ever was from Johto, so I just kind of got more attached to those Pokemon than any others. Right. And number 3 is actually one of the new Kalos Pokemon, Noivern. I played through it with one Noivern, and I loved it. First off, it is really powerful, real fast, and on top of it, it's a dragon flying type, like Altaria, but it isn't all fluffy. I hope that eventually, someday, it gets a Mega Evolution, but the Kalos Pokemon are way off on that. Except the Unova Pokemon just got a new Mega Evolution. Which brings up the question, why friggin' I don't know? Everyone hates the dang thing! God. Please forgive my sins, Lord Helix. Anyways. So, on top of that, it's a very powerful, fast attacker. So, being good in competitive and good in regular battle, on top of looking cool, because I've always found fast to be interesting, it just seems like a very good Pokemon for me to have. But screw Zubat. Those things are just friggin' annoying. These Noibat and Noivern, you have a low chance of encounter. Of course, you have to trudge through the possibility of finding Zubat along with them. But live and let live, as I always say. Anyway, number 2, another Johto Pokemon, people. Number 2 is Houndoom. As I said before, my top 3 Pokemon types are Ghost, Dark, and Fire. Not in that order. Fire comes second. And so in Johto, when I saw that they had a Dark Fire type, I immediately went out to try and get one. It took a little while, but I did eventually get one and train them up. Of course, didn't really name them at the time, and that was a long time ago. The game got re-raced. My original Houndoom might be lost, but I have trained up several others that are just as good. And that's pretty much all I had to it. It's a very powerful attacker. With the Mega Evolution they recently got, it's even more powerful. So, yeah, I just like Houndoom for what it is. It's a Hellhound Pokemon. Still wish its Mega Evolution had 3 heads like Cerberus, so that's a bit sad. Although it is possible that we could get a Cerberus type Pokemon that is more Ghost type. because that would be like it would fit, but it wouldn't be a copy of Houndoom. And then we could have a three-headed dog Pokemon that doesn't have to be like a Mega Evolver. Just make it a Ghost and Dark type, like Sableye. And then it'll be only weak to Fairy types, of course. But if you give it moves that complement the actual lore of Severus, then it would be pretty good. And I realize I got off topic here. That's a conversation for a different video. Okay, so moving on. Number 1 Pokemon. As I said earlier, the first game I ever actually played was a Johto game. And my second favorite type was Fire. So, you should know what this is. My number 1 favorite Pokemon is Typhlosion. I always played through with Typhlosion on Johto simply for the fact that it looks awesome. And it's a very powerful physical attacker. Not competitively, mind you, but I've always enjoyed playing with him. Even if a Pokemon isn't great and competitive, I would still keep one out in my Pokemon team just because I love them. And I'm really hoping that he gets a Mega in the future with the Gen 7 games that are coming out, like so many people are speculating. Please, Game Freak, if you see this, give me Mega Typhlosion. If you do one thing with Pokemon Sun and Moon, make it Mega Typhlosion. Please. And, well, that's about it. That's all I got for my top 10 Pokemon. What are your top 10 Pokemon? I'd love to hear you guys' opinion in the comments. So, final word before I go out today. Got a few updates here. 1, I think that the current system for uploading is going pretty well, so I'm going to keep up with that. And 2, I'm going to be updating my video recording software to like PowerSoft later over the weekend. So hopefully things like my Happy Wheels video and the Fire Water video aren't going to be too prevalent because those 2 videos got horribly glitched because my recorder is absolute crap. Either that or my computer is absolute crap. Either way, I plan to upgrade both those things soon. But until then, sorry, I'm a little tired. Just got back from school and it's very hot out today, which explains the fan I got going. And my hair's probably been moving in the wind. Breeze! But yeah, it's like 80 degrees or something, so it's hot. And that's all I got for this video. Thank you all for watching. And I'm Gary Grimm, and this is Grimm's Playtime.